Yeah. What's up, guys? Marvin and Kid here coming to you again. How's everybody doing out there? Um, well, like I said, like I placed on my Facebook account, I told people that I watched Arrow, I watched it, and I was gonna give my thoughts on the pilot episode of the new CW, CW show called Arrow. Now, yes, it is based off a DC character, Green Arrow, and I know a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna watch it because he's not called Green Arrow and things like that. But from basically my opinion, personally, don't sleep on this show because the first episode was, in my opinion, very, very good. So there's going to be a little spoilers, but I'm not going to spoil too much. So if you don't want to be spoiled, turn off the video right now. Turn it off. But if you don't mind and you want to know what I thought about it, I'm going to speak for a while on it, but not too much. So the basis of the show, of course, this is Green Arrow in a sense. A little darker, a little grittier, a little more adult theme, a little bit of, Mark Guggenheim and them said basically they were influenced by, of course, Chris Nolan's Batman, things like that. But also I saw a little bit of Green Arrow first year one as well. The show starts right where Ollie is on the island, okay? And we know that they show that he's been on this island for 5 years. 5 years, he gets rescued, he shoots an arrow, he gets rescued, and when he was somewhere in the North China Sea, actually. A fishing boat comes, they get him. When they get on the island, we literally see right there a mask. Whose mask? Deathstroke's mask. Yes, right there. So from there, Ollie is basically taken into the ship, and he heads back to society. Lo and behold, we also see him with this chest that seems to be very important to him, and he just comes back to society, and his family, his mom, played by Suzanne Thompson, I believe that's her name, greets him in the hospital. The doctor literally tells his mother that he's got scars all over his body. We see him too later in the episode where he's looking in the mirror. We see he's got scars from here, on his chest, on his back, everything. The doctor even tells his mom that he's got fractures that have not healed properly. So it makes you wonder what the hell went on that island for those 5 years. So in a sense, this episode is more about how Ollie adjusts to be back in society as well. He's really not really adjusting well. He's going on saying things like, the old Oliver Queen, because we see like tidbits of him, like when newscasters are talking about him, we see him being like that chauvinistic stereotype playboy, getting drunk and just having parties and making an ass out of himself in front of paparazzi and stuff. And he basically literally is almost saying like that Oliver died on that island. I don't know who I am. Almost in a sense, I don't know who I am now. So that right there was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is a little different. We don't really get to see, we do get to see, in a sense, what happened to the rest of the crew, like his dad and another person that was on the boat, and another person, which I don't want to spoil as well. That I won't spoil, but that person does die. It's a woman, dies, drowns, literally drowns. Like the queen boat gets capsized up, and she just literally slides out, and that was crazy. And we see that Ali is trying to adjust. He's really trying so hard to adjust, but he can't. It's really hard. Even his best friend, Tommy Merlin, or Tom Merlin, basically, tries to cheer him up and things like that, and show him around the city again. Now, as you all know, it's not called Star City; it's called Starling City, and that was okay. I'm not gonna really crep on that. They're trying to base it more on the reality, but the name, I wish it was Star City instead of Starling, but it was fine to me. We get to meet more of the supporting cast as well, not just his mom, but his sister. His mom did remarry. I'm forgetting the actor's name, but I've seen him around. Very, very kind of serious actor, but very much cool actor as well. And Ollie's just really adjusting. Like when he's sleeping in his own room again at the mansion, and this is funny about the mansion, the Queen Mansion. I believe it's the same mansion that they used in Smallville for Lex's mansion. I kid you not. I kid you not. I think it straight up is, because I laughed when I saw him. Like, that mansion looks awfully familiar. I've seen that before. And he's literally sleeping on the floor. He's not in his bed. He's got the windows open where he's, letting, rain fall on him and things like that. His mom comes in and he literally flips his mom over and is in a defensive mode to, like, kill her in a sense. And right there, you're getting a sense of, like, whoa, okay, something happened on this island. Once again, there were a lot of things. When he finally, I'm going to skip around, guys. I'm not going to really talk too much. But when he gets kidnapped by these masked men, him and his friend Merlin, you probably seen that part. We see him literally, the first kill. Like, firstly, he literally puts this guy in a dragon sleeper and snaps his neck. He literally breaks this guy's neck. And I saw a little bit of parkour between Ollie. Like, he was flipping around, doing a lot of parkour maneuvers, how he landed, how he moved, everything when he was chasing this guy. And these guys are literally trying to get information about, like, did your father get to the island and everything like that? What did he tell you? And then, the whole sense right there, he told me to kill you. And yeah, it's dark. It's more darker and grittier than that you would expect, almost in a sense, especially at the slot that it's at. It's at an 8 o'clock slot. And usually for the more adult theme, more mature and, that kind of stuff, usually that's for the 9 or 10 o'clock shift slots. But we see that, and then that's where Ollie tells everybody about he got saved by a man in a green hood, and that's when everything starts to get so, and that's where he starts to, change up. He goes back into the Oliver Industry factory, which is closed down. He breaks it down. He makes it like his own little little headquarters. You see him sharpening his blade, sharpening his bow, his arrows. Like, you don't see any kind of, punching bag arrows and everything like that. No, these are sharp-tipped arrows, and we see him practicing. Now, you would think that he's been on that island, he had a makeshift bow. No, he has a bow that he made. No, this looks like a very sophisticated bow that he carried with him since he left the island. So once again, it brings us back to, okay, who trained him? Because he's skilled in hand-to-hand. He was taking guys out, no problem, like almost Batman-esque or any kind of skilled martial artist. Now, then that gives us another sense of, like, something happened on that island that really was like, okay, what happened? What happened? And we kind of get flashbacks from time to time, which they said that's what's going to happen in a lot of the episodes. For example, Ollie knows how to speak fluent Russian. Because the queens have a maid who is Russian, and he literally says something to her in Russian, and they all just turned to him and was like, Ollie, you speak Russian now? Since when do you speak Russian? It kind of threw everybody. He speaks it fluently. He knew how to speak it. So once again, what happened on that island? it all comes back to what happened on that island for those 5 years. The chemistry between Dinah Lance and Ollie was perfect. It was, I didn't hate it. I thought it was great. The action really flowed through the episode very much. I was very impressed by the action, especially the last scene where he fought Constantine Darkham, which was really good. He just was fluent. It was just really fluent. The way he moved, the way he was, precise with his arrow, his shooting. Maybe it was digital, maybe it was not, but the way he moved and used his, the bow, especially when somebody came in close, he would use the bow and hit somebody, and then he would flip people with it. It was a lot of just like, wow, okay, that's kind of how I picture Green Arrow to fight. But then when he literally threw his bow at one guy, and then he started just doing a lot of close quarters combat, which was like, whoa, okay, that's a little different. He has like his mini arrow shurikens. I saw him, he threw a couple, and he's literally shooting guys with arrows. He'll hit them in the shoulder. There were some kill shots. Some of them were kill shots, and right there is like, whoa, okay, that's another like, whoa. But overall, it was good. I was very impressed, and it does make me want to see more and to figure out what happened, because it also shows that everybody in this, in the supporting cast, even the recurring characters, nobody's perfect in this show. Nobody's a goody. Ollie's sister has been, since he's been gone, she's kind of been getting into the drug thing, which was a Speedy reference. When he found out about it, like, she literally had, I guess it was ecstasy or cocaine, and they showed it. They literally showed her getting it from her friends, and he saw that and he took it from her. But she didn't know he took it, but he took it and threw it in the garbage. Tommy Merlin has been doing some things behind Ollie's back with Dinah. Ollie did something behind Dinah's back that he shouldn't have done. There are a lot of themes that were just like, okay, wow, now it's getting somewhere. And it's not like it's overused. It's like, it's more as they give it to you and then they move on. It was very much a full circle episode, in my opinion. They got here, point A, point B, point C, right there. I was very much impressed, very impressed at it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they deliver. The first episode was great. Let's now just hope that it stays, the consistency stays, because let's face it, CW shows sometimes, for maybe the first 3 seasons, they'll stay consistent, but then they start overlapping and they start wearing their welcome, and to a point that maybe they shouldn't be going on as long as the shows. Now, in my opinion, take Smallville. Smallville should have never lasted. In my opinion, Smallville did not need to go 10 seasons. Not at all. And I like the actor who plays Steven, I'm forgetting his last name, but I think his name's Steven, who plays Ollie now. I did not like Josh Hartley as Ollie. He just didn't, I just couldn't, he was just a little bland to me. But other than that, guys, I really enjoyed it. So don't let the title sway your mind because it's not called Green Arrow. Don't let that. Don't let anything that he goes on to say sway you from watching it. I spoiled a little bit for you, but I'm not going to spoil a lot. If you haven't seen it, you can go to wherever and stream it for yourself. But I really did enjoy it, and it was fun. Yeah, it was. And I'm looking forward to seeing more. As I said before, let's just hope it stays consistent with the episodes. And looking forward to seeing Deadshot and Huntress and all those on it. But other than that, good. Let's just see. There were a lot of cliffhangers in the first episode too that I'm not going to spoil for you. But other than that, you check it out for yourself, guys. And I'll see you guys later. You guys tell me what you thought, if you saw it.